Thanks, Rishi, for helping us drive this concept of sustainable work. And this is our fourth webinar in this, and we'll do more. And a lot of thanks to the esteemed panelists and our audience to also being a part of this, because the concept is very, very close to us. And I really feel privileged to be a part of this discussion today. So I'll answer the question in two aspects. Let me talk about the returnship program and where it came from. Mostly, I think most of us have been into hiring either as hiring managers or HR. We've looked at resumes. And when we look at resume, I'm sorry to say, but I think most of the time we are looking at it like a maths assignment. So if a person has completed the PG in, let's say, year 2020, you mentally calculate that the person should have 22 years of experience. And then you start looking at, okay, how many years or months has the person spent in each organization, and is there a career break or not? I think that's the first thing that we are, let's say, conditioned to look at when we look at a resume. Is there a career break? And that becomes one of our starting questions in the interview. Oh, so you have a break in your career, or you had a break. Do you think you'll be able to manage the pressure here? And the most classic one, which I think most of the women face if they are joining workforce after having break, after they've had children, is that now who will look after your children now that you're coming back to the corporate world? So I think while every time we ask this question, I doubt the candidates answer it honestly, because they fear they'll be judged. So the most common answer that we hear is medical reason, and the latest one is COVID, of course. Because of COVID, I had to take a voluntary or involuntary break, as you said, Rishi. So I think my take on this is, why should a person justify a break? We are humans. Break could be because of different reasons. It could, and I think it's to the person why the person took the break. It could be because I may want to upskill myself. I may want to spend more with my family or children. At times, it could be just that the person is burned out and you just need that break. At times, I mean, we were in the past engaged with this on CSR initiative, engaged with this with the school. The school runs. It's a school for underprivileged children, and as a part of their volunteering initiative, they allow teachers to come and teach on voluntary basis for 3 or 4 months. Now, if somebody wants to do something like that, the first question that comes to my mind or anybody's mind, that okay, how can I take 3 months of break to get an associated with something which is good for your society, and maybe personally it's the cause is very close to your heart, because 3 months break may be too much, and otherwise also every time you're taking a sabbatical, whatever is the reason, next job that you go to, you'll be questioned. Even staying with the organization taking sabbatical is not really easy. So I think my take is, we really need to look at candidate as a whole. Just because the person has break in the career does not make the person any less of a candidate. I mean, people have maternity breaks, that's by the government. People join back after 6 months. It's not that they forgot what they were doing 6 months back. I used to teach psychology 20 years back in my career. Now today, if somebody tells me to teach, maybe I'll need to brush up, but I can still do it, provided the employer has the confidence of hiring a candidate like this. So I think as hiring managers, as HR, we need to look at candidates more as a whole, rather than just looking at that particular break that the organization had. And with that, we really launched this program which we call the returnship program, is wherein we are inviting people to come and join back our organization if they had a career break for whatever reason. Mostly, most of the applications that we've got, it's from women, who had a career break after marriage or children. But there are other candidates also, who had to take voluntary or involuntary break, and we are trying to give them a fair chance. I can tell you it's not easy, because it needs a mindset change. Because it's the hiring managers also who have to be, because when you are hiring somebody after a sabbatical, you have to be prepared that after that break you may need to invest some time rebrushing the skills, training the person. So that mindset has to change, not just from people who are hiring, also people should have confidence of coming back and doing whatever they want to. While it's not easy, but it's not impossible. We've seen some good success around it also, and some of these people are really top performers in the organization. So I think we would spread more word around this plan, and we hope to hire more and more people around the returnship plan. You can, of course, we can often have discussion on how do we drive this. Apart from this, coming to your second question, Rishi, on boomerang, even I learned this word when you brought it up. While keep using the word, okay, should you rehire or not? And at times we also run campaigns. Uh, you're right. Some organizations they are very clear that if you leave, we don't hire you. And other organizations they are very very open. In my opinion, neither you can have like a revolving door that you go and you come anytime that you want to, because it may not be great for the culture practically. Nor you can have iron gates that okay, once you're out you cannot come in, we'll not let you come in. We need to take it case to case basis, of course. Like there are times in our organization we are very very open to rehiring a person, and we have also run campaigns to in fact rehire people. And there are times we also refuse, because maybe we feel the impact on the existing culture or people may not be very positive. So it's sensitive, because if people who've stuck around with you, they have not grown, and you are trying to rehire somebody, giving a higher elevated position, which may create a little bit of problem within the organization. So it should be taken case to case basis. We can't have a very rigid approach or a extreme approach on this aspect. The also benefit of rehiring is, one, the person knows your culture, is familiar with how your organization works and gets added experience, and they are the people who can probably give you best feedback on your processes and cultures. So it has its pros and cons, and of course we should probably take it case to case basis. That's how I look at this issue of boomer.